Hi, Pigeon here. As you might know, Jin's released Megami Matsu about a month ago. One of my favorite visual novels has this ridiculous ending about glasses, and there's no way I wouldn't want to combine them. So I challenged myself to do it, despite not having any of the skills needed to do so. Well, I made a lot of progress in the first couple of days, but then for the next few weeks it kinda sat there. Because I'm not the best at illustrating, and I didn't exactly look forward to the debugging. And since I've pretty much given up on that, it's very unpolished. So I'm just gonna make this video and cut my losses here. If anyone's watching, so sorry about the interface, and the writing, the lack of arts, and this voice acting. Oh geez. Let's just do this, I guess.
I'm a bit nervous. Did I do anything wrong? He looks at me with an annoyed expression. Oh no, what is this uncomfortable feeling? I hope he isn't mad because I forgot his secret. What was it again?
Forget about that for now. Let's get you into the tub.
Huh? But...
Over here. Bathroom's back this way.
A bath? I don't really need one.
What are you blabbering about? You've been running around non-stop lately. I have a feeling you haven't bathed in quite a while. Look, my tub has a bubble jet. I'm giving you the opportunity to enjoy it. I'm being super generous here. You should thank me. Plus, you'd be too tired to take one once you get home, right? So go take it now.
No, I shouldn't. Isn't it kind of strange to visit someone's home and suddenly take a bath?
Who said it's just a visit? You're staying the night.
Oh. What? Did I say I was going to sleep over? I searched my memories for that conversation, but I can't seem to remember. I mean, a lot of crazy things happened today. I'm sure I've said some things without thinking much about them. But surely, I know I would remember if we talked about something like me possibly staying over at his place.
Guess I didn't ask. Well, we're discussing it now. You should stay over. It's not like you have anything to do tomorrow anyway. But, I mean, you don't have work, right?
Work? Well, I guess it's a bit complicated. When I got dragged into playing this crazy game, my boss hasn't cared about me missing work once. It's kinda weird, but hey, why not enjoy this blessing? Yeah, take time to relax. And also, I think I kind of want to stay the night. It's my first time, after all. Coming to Matsu's place, that is. No, I think my boss will be fine without me.
Then it's decided. Feel free to use the towels or whatever. I'll get you a change of clothes.
True to his word, by the time I got out of the bath, there was a fresh change of clothes waiting for me. It was very considerate of him. Oh, the clothes are still covered in plastic wrap. Are they new? I looked for my old clothes, but couldn't find them. Oh, did Masano-san take them while I was in the bath? Was he going to do laundry for me as well? I shrugged and put on the clothes that were laid out for me. No sense in wasting such good hospitality.
You finally done?
Oh! Yes! Matsuno-san was standing there in the doorway. He surprised me. I didn't hear him come in. Why is he just standing there? I wait patiently for him to move, but he just stares back at me. Rather, his gaze was on me, all over my body as if trying to baptize me with his eyes. I couldn't move. It was a bit alarming. That look is so piercing. Almost literally, his staring felt so sharp it was like I was being stabbed. Why is he being so serious right now? But all harshness softens as his eyes meet mine.
You should probably go on back to the living room.
Oh, okay. I walked on, trying to remember the layout of the house. I turned back. Matsuno-san wasn't following me. Does that mean he stayed in the bathroom? Oh, it makes sense. I can even hear the water running.
Having us both shower before bedtime? This is kind of like... No. I forced away any delusions that ran through my mind and looked around the room to pass time.
I can see why this place doesn't look lived in. The coffee cups, the ashtray, everything has been cleaned and put away after being used.
At least dry your hair.
Ah! I looked behind myself after being startled by that voice. It was Matsuno-san. Did he clean himself that quickly? But he was in the same clothes as before, and no part of him was wet at all. I thought you were taking a bath.
Why would I take a bath?
I didn't mean like I was gonna do anything strange while you were in there or anything. I simply...
No, not just yet. Be patient. Later on, we'll do so much that you'll be crying.
Was that an innuendo just now? More importantly, did he just cut me off and ignore what I was telling him? I was so shocked that I couldn't find any words to respond with.
Well, let's just watch TV or something. By the way, did you want food? We could order in, or I could fix you something.
Fix me something? You mean like cook? Oh no, you shouldn't. Since I'm staying over, I should cook something for you.
I guess I'll just order a pizza. You can just sit there, alright?
Is it really alright for me to just stay here while he does everything? No, maybe I should go help him, at least with the drinks. He's taking a little while back there. It must be tough on him. As soon as I walk into the kitchen, I see Matsuno's tall back. He's already getting the cups down, and it looks like he even has cola. That's my favorite. Oh, but he also has something else. It's a small bottle. He opens it and pours its contents into his hands. Are those pills? He turns back to look at me. Our eyes meet. I look at the pills in his hands. What are they for? Just as I'm about to ask him, he pops the whole bunch into his mouth like they're candy. Without saying a word, he blankly looks on while chewing. It's taken quite some time for him to chew. Are they vitamins? Did he take too many at once? He's looking in my direction. He's looking at me, but it's like he can't see me at all. Does he even know I'm here?
I thought I told you to stay put.
I came to offer some assistance.
I'm just taking my medicine.
Oh no, are you sick?
What are you talking about? I'm in peak condition. Anyway, your pizza will be here in 15 minutes. Since you came to help, why don't you take the drinks back with you? I'll be there in a bit.
Sure. It's boring sitting around waiting for Matsuno-san to come back. Maybe I should poke around the place to help pass time. It'll be okay as long as I make sure not to break anything, right? I peek in at the kitchen to make sure Matsuno-san is still there. All clear. Okay, let's see what interesting things I can find. I say that, but there isn't very much around here besides old heavy curtains and the sofa I was sitting on. Aha! Maybe there's something in this cabinet. It's a glass display. It seems to be filled with a variety of glasses. There are frames in many different shapes and colors. He practically has an optics store in here. I was hoping there would be action figures or something a little more interesting. Collecting glasses must be a boring hobby to have. With that thought in mind, I kept looking through them. He has so many. Come to think of it, I've only seen Matsuno-san with those red frames of his. Why doesn't he choose any of these other styles? Like these blue frames right here. My eyes are immediately drawn to them. I'm not a glasses enthusiast, but just looking at the color keeps my attention. In fact, I kind of want to see them a little bit closer. I know I really shouldn't lift the door to the case, but I can't help but want to. In fact, I'm having a hard time just looking at them. I want to take them out.
See something you like?
I'm sorry for looking without asking.
I don't mind. Go on, look as much as you like.
Matsuno-san gets closer and looks directly at my face. Are these your spare glasses?
Spares? As if I would break my glasses that often. This is just a small collection.
You collect glasses? I really don't get it. I mean, people usually collect things that interest them as a hobby. Was this considered the same thing? Matsuno-san slowly opened the case and picked up the very pair of blue frames that I had been staring at. I looked back and forth between him and the glasses, blinking in surprise. Was this okay?
Try them on.
But my vision is fine.
All the more reason you must try them on. All these years you never had an excuse to wear glasses. I want to see if they suit you. Come on, try them on.
Oh, I can't refute. The only reason I had to decline him was that I would get them dirty. I go along with it anyway, carefully gliding them to my face. Huh? They're not prescription lenses?
Oh, they look pretty good on you. I don't use any of these glasses. They are here simply for me to look at. Now, come over here, to the mirror.
He beckons me with a wave and I follow. And there, within the mirror, I saw a me that was different from usual. Matsuno-san smiles at me mysteriously and puts both hands on my shoulders.
Glasses are wonderful. When you look through their lenses, you will find things that you were not able to see without them. Not only when you put corrective lenses in, mind you. Behind your frames, you gain the ability to become an entirely different person. How does it feel when you look at yourself?
It's amazing. This has opened up a whole new world for me. I feel the heat rising from the palms resting on my shoulders. That's right, wearing glasses transforms people. This isn't a fairy tale. This is reality.
It is. You've been reborn, haven't you?
Yes, who I was before was just a lie. The words gush out of my mouth without me having to think. Even though I am technically the same person I was before, I look completely different. At first, I thought it was because I could see the blue of the frames at the side of my vision. No, I was actually different. I was becoming a different person entirely. I can do things I couldn't do before. Like, anything. I can do absolutely anything. And to think, one simple change makes everything so easy to do. Just like magic. Matsuno-san nods.
It's a spell that never runs out.
You said this is reality, isn't it?
That's right.
Tears spring to my eyes. Deep emotions well up within me. I am completely touched by the truth. Oh, the tears. I don't want to sully these frames. I tried to remove them, but I was gently stopped from doing so. I turned back to look. There was Matsuno-san, who had guided me down this path of salvation. I understand. A person is made from the color of their glasses, huh? This is how it is, right? I shall do my very best. My glasses savior nodded in a way that spread his enlightenment. It's been a while since I saw this place. I stretched. I'm feeling so refreshed today. Matsuno-san and I live together. Everyone I know and care about is gathering here today, and the reason behind it is all thanks to glasses. Someone came up from behind me.
It would be nice if everyone showed up. Not that I doubt they will. I believe that they will. Just like I believe in you and the glasses you wear.
Matsu-san. After I grasped the power of glasses that day in Matsuno-san's house, I tried to help others in the same way. Make them realize and understand the magnitude of wearing glasses. I spread it throughout the country, starting with my acquaintances. Of course, some responded rather harshly. However, I remained strong and continued to persuade them. They eventually understood. I visited those I met here in the Black Factory. To think, it is all thanks to that contest that led me down this path. Oh, but of course, it wasn't exactly easy to track everyone down. I used my Glass Alliance to figure out where they all lived. I spoke to each of them and persuaded them in the same way. Well, not all of them were ready to see the light. Some would say things like, "Did you join some weird cult?" or "You're crazy." Things like that. One of the harder ones to deal with had been Jushimatsu. Perhaps classes were a new idea to him. He had a natural aversion to them. It was like mixing oil and water. His reaction was a little amusing at first, but that behavior ultimately needed to be corrected. It took him months to adjust. Ichimon's was so much easier. He merely said,
I don't understand, but I'll put them on, I guess.
With Chibita, I had no choice but to fit him with children's glasses. However, he complained so much that he ended up with an ill-fitting pair of adult glasses. He doesn't even care that they don't suit him. I wonder if perhaps he will grow into them. Only time can tell. Totomatsu was the most difficult of all. I would present him with pair after pair of gorgeous frames, only to have him break them in half and storm off. How many times did that happen before we were forced to corner him and tie him up? After a bit of conditioning, we were successfully able to keep the glasses on his face, but as soon as we untied him, he pulled them off. The only thing we could do was leave him tied up with Jushimatsu until he eventually got used to wearing glasses. It's been about 5 months now.
What are you thinking about, Bo?
I was just reflecting on this journey.
You've gone through a lot, haven't you?
He smiled bitterly. He must have realized I had tears in my eyes. No time for this. Today is the day that everyone from the Black Factory would gather together. And after we meet up here, we're headed back to headquarters for the meeting. Presently, glasses hold no weaknesses. Our movement not only encompasses Japan, but we also have many branches in various civilized nations, each owning their own base of operations. Non-glasses wearers, dubbed nudie eyes, were sparse these days. Naturally, glasses serve as a status symbol. Those without are looked down upon. Bars, restaurants, and hotels all have their own glasses code that needs to be followed before anyone can enter. Our society has realized the truth, and so will many more to come with the help of my glass alliances. Once again, everyone from the Black Factory is gathered before me. It's been a while! After the pleasant exchanges, 2 restrained figures slowly came up walking towards us. Jushimatsu and Totomatsu. Both of them looked angry, as if they'd attack at any moment. You two never change, do you? Haven't you gotten used to them yet? They began to thrash and scream, as if they were going to lunge at me at any moment. I see, the blood of the nudie eye is indeed strong in these two. Nevertheless, I must stand firm and show them the world of love that can only be seen through frames. Still, it was 2 berserkers against 1 humble glasses. Maybe the power of my glasses was insufficient to reach them. I stood in shock as they surrounded me, aiming for the kill. I closed my eyes. I couldn't even hear the screams around me. How bad is it going to hurt? Will I be able to survive? Or will I die? I hesitantly opened my eyes to find that Matsu-san had placed fresh pairs of glasses on their faces. And how beautiful they were. Totomatsu's large brown eyes were enhanced by a bright-colored thick frame. It gave off a very manly impression while still keeping the vibrance of his personality. Jushimatsu's frames were thin and sexy, bringing in a beautiful juxtaposition of adulthood with the childlike features on his face. The 2 were no longer struck by bloodlust and made no further attempt to attack me. Yes, leave it to Matsuno-san to save the day. Our glasses' power really can't be compared after all. He could use his glasses' power to rule the world if he wanted to, but he preferred to stay here by my side. I can understand his reasoning, though. His love for glasses is like no other. He can only live by his own rules, and his freedom makes his power grow that much stronger. He, my teacher, my mentor, my savior, and my... He turned around and smiled at me.
Bo, you are really spectacular.
Well, and there you have it. The ending video was going to go right here parodying the song, but this is probably all I'm gonna do for now. So I could hopefully do other things, better things. And as always, thank you for putting up with me. Alright, bye bye.